2-minute countdown. So Facebook connects me. Facebook connect. I can see the chat.
So the last one, that shit was funny as fuck. Last
Explain.
video, that shit was funny as fuck. Clear it back. Clear it back.
Should have smoked my joint. You can't smoke on YouTube, though, huh?
Wait like 5 to 10 minutes. Are you flagging this shit?
I just ain't gonna fuck with it. I want my pay.
I be seeing other guys with niggas smoking.
Okay, you can't do it in the first. You can't do it in the first few minutes of it.
So we'll do it right now. Let's go. Let's go. We got the chat bus. So far, it look like. Folks, folks.
Hey, I've been watching that Julio trial.
Heard they jammed up there.
Man,
Everybody's life.
that little broad, yeah, man.
What's that?
The Julio trial. The old dude, man. Man, you hear the warden plead for these dudes. The shit is the craziest shit. The shit sounded like some modern day slavery, bro. Those girl was tripping, bro. He and the girl, she set him up. The warden said, yeah, you don't want to kill these dudes because we got an aging population and we need some young sweat equity. That shit sounded like slavery, bro. I was like, damn. I'm watching that shit all day.
All right, people, we here. Let's go. Nobody made it. We had a whole good situation put together for the day. Nobody made it. Netta's not here today. So we just gonna do our thing our way. You know what I mean? I know we got Richie Eveline and Eve Lane. You know what I mean? Show Dig in here. Chilling. And you got me, the host. Tony motherfucking wrong. You know what I mean? We in here. Now today, before we get started, I just want to start off the normal way by saying if something going on with you, if something wrong, if something don't feel right, if you got something going on in your mind, your heart, your body, if it ain't right, get to it. Fix it. Fix it. Let's just fix it, man. Get it together, put it together, and make everything that we need to make sense. You know what I mean? So our situation can be better. You know what I mean? So I got, before we start, I want to do a would you rather. 3 options. If you don't want to answer it, you got to take a shot. Damn. A nice shot, too. A nice shot, too. Whatever motherfucking bottle. Always sitting right here. And if you know, you know, but we got a bottle of meats right here. Some cheap shit. Because this shit finna get real. So I want to know. So we got three options. The first option is, would you rather snort heroin, smoke crack cocaine, or get shot 4 times in the same ass cheek?
I'd rather get shot, man.
Yeah, I'm taking 4 shots, man.
That's simple.
Yeah.
Other shit, you
4
might.
bullets in the same cheek. You don't know what the bullets will do. You
Right.
might not never walk again.
It's true, you might not never walk again, but shit.
I take my
drugs
chances.
is gonna take it all away from you
You
anyway.
don't coming back to that shit at all, Jack. You'll be stuck for life.
Give me them shots, man. Give me them shots.
Drugs, boy.
Damn, I thought somebody was gonna take a shot.
How about you, Tom?
Damn.
Taking them shots too.
Because I don't want neither one.
Yeah.
I don't want neither one.
And I prefer not to have to go through either one.
Hey, I don't trust myself to not come back from that.
But if it was a life decision that I had to make, yeah, don't shoot me 4 times to that same ass.
Just saying the 4 bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have said a certain gun. I should have said 4 shots in the ass with a motherfucking AR-15. That's what I should have said.
And in that case,
Too late now.
in that case, your ass dead anyway, man. 'Cause that's why I'm gonna rip everything up.
Yeah, man, that shit crazy.
Yeah, but that drugs shit, nah, that's
You can't come back from that shit, man.
Definitely can't come back from me. Heroin and motherfucking crack. It ain't really no coming back from me.
I mean, I've been seeing some people bounce back off the crack, but the heroin ain't no witness soul. I said I've been seeing some people come back off the crack, get clean or whatever. But heroin ain't no witness soul.
Yeah, I seen people bounce back, but I don't know if I'm able to bounce back.
I don't know if I've seen it. Yeah, I guess I know one person. I know one person for sure. I'm trying to see. Some people be claiming it. Like, I used to do this, I used to do that. They do shit.
Yeah.
For real. Straight up, man. They do shit.
I'm on for a crack deal, boy. They done been with them all. So, talking about Night of the Living Dead.
Where do I want to go? I'm just gonna take the shot, man. I'm just gonna be fat to the game. I don't want to take 4 bullets, nigga, man. I don't want the 4 bullets, bro. That's some dangerous shit.
That shit might bounce.
Hey, oh,
I'm gonna take them shots. I'm gonna take them shots, bro. So next one, what you got?
all right. I just wanted to start with that. I thought I was gonna warm up everybody's system. I thought the logic answer was gonna be fucking. I just take a shot. That's
Shoot another one. Shoot another one.
shit. I ain't got no more. Motherfucking bottle ain't bring her ass in. Fire her motherfucking ass.
So,
Yeah, man. I say pull up. But shit, let's get to the topic though. Let's get to the topic. The topic we living in the residue of the crack era. It's a few ways to break it down. It's a few ways to break it down. So one way for me, right now, probably 35 to like 20. Would you say 35 to 20 is the crack baby era? But motherfuckers born with that shit in their system. 35 to 20. Maybe less. My shit's been, let's say, oh, no, let's say let's start at 86. It's 30 years, right?
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
That's 40. That's 40 years. 40. That's 40. So let's say crack really hit Chicago for us and I probably about,
I mean, that was shit, 86.
87, 88. You know what I mean? So let's say 37 years old to like, damn, that 15. 37 years old to damn that 15, 20. And that 15, 20.
I mean, shit, I would say about 37 down. Because it's still so, my folks still going. Like,
And I would say 20 to 50.
20 to 50.
Yeah, because if you count the kids below age 20, when you think about somebody that's 20, right?
Yeah.
Somebody that's 20 could have had to been born in 2006.
when we talking about the crack epidemic,
We talking about the crack.
Oh,
We talking about the people that was born with the shit in their system.
okay, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So I want to say like 38, 37 down to like 20
Got
to
it.
15.
Got it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't understand.
so you think about it, like they say crack hit America hard in the 80s.
Right.
So, you know, from
85 was the
every
like
guy.
the,
Yeah.
85 was the big hit, but 85 wasn't the big hit for Chicago. It definitely wasn't the big hit for Minnesota because it hit Minnesota after Chicago. So the big hit for Chicago, I want to say 86, 87, 88 up in them years. Then Minnesota, you talk about 89, 90, 91, some shit like that. Type shit. So basically, right? With that being said, if you grew up damn near in the projects or in the ghetto and your people were smoking crack, that's what probably what 4 out of 10 fathers, 4 out of 10 mothers,
I think 40%.
Probably
40% of the ghetto.
Probably 6 out of
Of the
10.
ghetto.
Okay, yeah, that makes it small.
40%, yeah. Because I don't know the exact numbers. I'm gonna start researching all my shit from here on out when I talk about this shit, because I feel like I'm cheating people. But let's say 40%. Now, those 40% of boys and girls that was born with crack in their system, we talking about autistic, ADD, all, you know what I mean? All these different sicknesses that before you never even heard of them, they never even said, you know what I mean? Like, think about it. Autism is a big thing now, but kids been autistic, they've been being born autistic, but they weren't autistic then, type shit. Because, yeah, like we didn't hear it, or
they just blatantly out called on
crack babies,
crack babies.
or they just blatantly call us crack babies. You know what I mean? If you was born messed up and your mom and your parents was into that shit,
Any type of defect, they call you a crack baby.
basically a crack baby.
Yeah, knowing that smoking cigarettes while you pregnant can give your a baby a fucking defect. They gonna call him a crack baby.
Anything, eating, bro, like what's in the food that you eat,
Yeah,
it can have a negative effect on your baby. But during the crack era, crack was to blame.
it was.
But then crack, it ain't something that was just it ain't something that just arrived. That shit was brought here. That shit was damn near penetrated into the system. It was worked into the system type shit.
It was placed to destroy.
It was sitting here to fuck us up.
Yeah, they realize get money off of it too.
Right. So now we living in the ruins of it. Damn near.
And ruined though.
We living in the ruins of it. So now, if you count that 37-year-old to down to 20-year-old, and all them motherfuckers is making babies, because who actually go get therapy? Who actually if we say 40% of the mothers and 40% of the fathers is on crack, and then we say, all right, all of those kids born with crack in their system. What's the percentage of kids that actually went and got help that was born with the shit in their system?
I say a strong 2-3.
2 or 3%?
Yeah. Because everybody else talking. As black people, always been taught you don't need therapy.
You don't need that shit. Ain't nothing wrong with
Ain't
him.
nothing wrong with you.
Ain't nothing wrong with them.
You tripping. You in your feelings. Stop being emotional.
Yeah, type shit.
For the estimate is 1 to 2 million Americans as a whole. But that's not
That's
specifically the black.
Right. Right. So then now we got so we come down. So what would be the percentage of kids that was born with crack in their system today? Gloves say fathers don't produce crack babies, which they say they do now.
No, that's probably true though. That's probably true.
That they don't,
But they don't.
but is it because they don't produce babies?
But is it true because if it's in your system, you will
And if you fucking around, think about all the days, right? From a hustler standpoint, from our standpoint, you got outside there. And them niggas say they used to have motherfucking 20 rocks in their mouth.
I'm
Unfucking real.
I'm witness to that.
Now, I'm not saying that it wasn't happening. I'm just saying it's unreal to imagine it happening.
Having that motherfucker.
Yeah, I used to have like 6 or 7 bags in my mouth. I can't put no whole fucking 20.
Shit, but learn how to wrap the motherfuckers around your motherfucking tongue. I ain't right. I agree with it. I agree with it. I have to wrap the motherfuckers around that. But thank you is like, hell, some
Yeah, Toon did research. This nigga telling me this shit.
You telling me?
Yeah, talk about Toon researched it. Yeah, he researched it. But because you can't transmit it to women only through blood. But that's what I'm saying, right? If you having sex with a female, let's say for us, right? We got all this cocaine in our system. How many times have you got pulled over? So I'm gonna speak for myself, right? Outside hustling, I got 7 or 8 bags in my mouth, right? Get pulled over. Swallow all 8. So from the 8 alone, it's coke that's going into my system. It's real life shit, Richie.
No, I'm listening.
From the 8 alone, it's coke. I swallow all the 8 bags, so it's residue from them bags that's coming out of them bags into my system. So I'm coked up.
And if you're not,
I'm coked up.
well, and if you're not using strong enough plastic bags, then
Some of them go like bucks.
I was gonna say this, the stomach acid eating that shit right off.
Some of them like bucks.
That plastic right up. So now you got this shit in your system. Or you're sitting down having a meal and you so used to having this shit in your mouth. You sit down and have a meal, you forgot that you got them in your mouth. You can start eating. And then bite into the motherfucker.
Like drinking water in candy house with the lights off. Motherfucking roach go fly right through down your motherfucking throat. But no, like, but what you saying? Go ahead.
The baby gotta stay in this woman's body for nine months.
Look,
right?
Look, let me finish giving you the breakdown. So I swallowed 8 bags. I get pulled over by the police. I swallowed the 8 rocks so I don't go to jail. The rocks is in my stomach now. So what? It depends on the bags, which we use the right bags. You know what I mean? It's only certain bags. The yellow box.
Right.
The glad bags. Definitely use the yellow box. Don't do no technical shit. Just, you know what I mean? Wrap up them motherfucking 4 corners and cut them bitches off. You know what I mean? Some people try to use motherfucking 10 bags off one motherfucking bag. Like, no, nigga, I'm just gonna use the 4 corners, cut my shit off. But now,
probably double wrap it.
Probably double wrap.
Probably.
But so now you gotta think about the timeline we on, because we fuck niggas, right? We all professional fuck niggas. We outside. When we go bag up, we might bag up in the motherfucking hallway. You might bag up in Bonnie crib in the basement. You bagging up wherever you get the shit from, damn, maybe because you don't want to miss nothing.
Why you just standing outside and pinch that motherfucker out?
Yeah, you don't want to miss no neighborhood action. You don't want to miss no customers because it's slow. Because we right down the street from the motherfucking projects and they dying just like 5 times the size of our shit. You know what I mean? So you swallow the 7 bags. So now it's time to throw the bags up. Drink some milk. William say he drink buttermilk. I ain't never drink buttermilk. I just used to drink milk.
Drink anything. Actually, make something go down.
Something to bring that you can bring it back up.
Put your finger down.
But the buttermilk is nasty enough to where you push, you know what I mean? That should come right up because you don't like it anyway. You're glad anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that makes sense.
Still.
So now I used to just drink milk. Drink some milk, bring the bags back up. Now 6 of the bags come back up. And you standing there trying to get the other 2 up. You know what? You just go charge it to the game. Yeah.
Shit about.
Yeah, I shit about. I swear to God. That's exactly what I'm saying too. Fuck it, I shit him out. But then you don't shit him out.
Well, if you do, you don't go looking for it, so you don't gotta see it.
Right. So you don't shit him out. So either you don't see it when you shit him out, or potentially you just then gave up on it and forget about it. So the bags might have busted open in your stomach.
Right. For sure they are.
Meanwhile, the 6 bags that you just threw up and wiped off, that's what you just did with it.
Pour some water on them. Pretend like they was clean. Put them right back in your mouth. Right back in.
This is real life. This is real time. We ain't lying to exaggerate.
The merchandise gotta get sold.
Because the shit gotta get sold. It's the only way it's our only money income. You know what I mean? So when we get through doing all that shit, wash them up. And it depends on where you throw them up at. Because sometimes you can't wash them up. You might walk up on me, nigga, if my boss
When they come up.
yeah, when them bitches come up, just wipe them bitches off with a napkin or something real quick. Throw them bitches right back in your motherfucking mouth.
Walk around, mouth, breath smell, tasting like throw up.
Yeah, don't give a fuck. Soon as somebody say something to you, because motherfuckers' minds is so locked in on treachery and bullshit, so it don't even matter anyway. Because if you say something crazy to me, it's going up anyway. Nigga, your breath stink, nigga, your mama's breath stink.
Straight up.
Beat your ass, nigga, say something else. That bitch will go right up over some bullshit. But that's how it used to be. So imagine we coked up. Now look at this. You got a girlfriend now. Now this whole, I've been doing this, throw up, spit up, throw up, swallow, spit. I've been doing this whole pause, by the way. So I just feel like I need to pause. But I'm doing this the whole week. I'm coked up all week. Go home to my BBM every night and cracking my leg when I got at home every night.
Coked up, don't even know it.
Kissing, all that shit. Am I not transmitting the shit? Am I not passing it through to her system?
I don't think so.
But if it can be passed through blood,
No,
it should be able to be passed through saliva, right? If it go through the blood, it can go through the saliva, right?
yeah, but then you gotta ask yourself how long does saliva stay alive? Is it 9 months? And you remember she holding the baby for 9 months. Everything that's going on in that 9 months is affecting the baby.
But we still fucking the whole 9 months. We don't stop fucking until she say no.
I forgot about that.
You don't stop fucking until she say no, but you don't never stop.
Nah, I still don't think so, man.
The only way the only way to transfer it to her, the only way to transfer it to her, be transferred to the baby is through the blood. Okay. Only way to be transferred to the baby is
I'm not, you know what? To come think about it, is it even being transferred through the blood? Or is the baby every time she smoked or take a hit or whatever she get, that baby get high too?
to add on
That's
to
how I was looking at it.
Add on to it.
add on to the shit.
So it's right there inside of you. You don't ask me smoke crack. I mean, I'll say dumb now. I ain't call you dumb. I'm gonna get to sell my
That's
shit.
how I was
It
looking
was
at
dumb
it.
then.
Once she over there doing what she doing, plus the baby had a, you know,
And plus you
plus
coked
you
up.
adds up.
She smoked weed, drinking Willie people Kool-Aid, get it? You know what I mean? You got some motherfucker drinking Willie people Kool-Aid, get it?
Big dumb ass fifth of earth jerk.
You know what I mean? E and J to go with the weed, to go with she fucking with you and you a fucking cokehead. But you're not a cokehead, but you a coke body. You ain't a cokehead, you a coke body because your system is filled with coke every fucking day. You loaded every day. I was talking to Bird. Bird was like on some real shit back in the day. We was crackheads. I thought about it like that. That's kind of true.
No, crackheads are crackheads because they opted for that.
They smoked it.
They smoke.
So we was high off the shit too. We was high off the shit all day right with them though. Think about it. The only niggas wasn't high with them niggas all day is the ones who had their little smart operations type shit. Like I was a trap sniper. I was just talking to them about this too. I used to snipe niggas' traps. If your trap was rolling, I'd pull up, nigga, come outside, nigga, try to block all your shit. For as long as I could and get my ass up out of there.
That's one way to do it.
Huh?
That's one way to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, we was fucked up out there on everything. It was up. It was up. So now,
by the time the night fall, we can walk around the whole motherfucking neighborhood 1,300 times.
that's why niggas be got shot. Nigga, you didn't got shot by your homie. You got shot by your homie. You don't even care that much. It ain't that bad. Like, bro didn't do that shit on purpose. Like, he was cool. That was a mistake. You know what I mean? Like, that wasn't no motherfucking, he shot you, nigga.
Yeah.
But it be like that, though. Like, it be like that, I guess. But I'm saying, though, now if you think about the era of the actual crackheads. Think about the era of the niggas who did smoke crack, sold crack, but it was always in our system. The females, some of the females out there vaccinating off too. Yeah, you out there with your BM, she probably don't smoke rocks. But I got 50 motherfucking bags. I don't got time to keep going to the stash spot, going to the stash spot. And if you finna stay in here with me, motherfucker, you could put some of these motherfuckers in your mouth too.
Matter of fact, but you sell something.
Yeah.
We out here. You know what we out here for?
Say the hustle is addictive as the drug itself. That's true.
Yeah,
That's true. That's true. I definitely believe the hustle is an addiction.
It is, but it's not a bad.
It's not as bad as crack, but it could be bad because for some people it's an addiction that don't never stop. Niggas be 50 years old still chasing that block money, you know what I mean? If they never took time out to figure out no other play or no other idea to make no other kind of money.
It's an addiction that don't have no guidelines. Like
Don't sell
selling
that money. Yeah.
selling
Don't know how
right
to
there,
grow up.
shit. Huh?
Don't know how to grow up.
Yeah, that part.
Serve your own mama, nigga, serve your own mama. Like selling facts to your own mama. And then your excuse be, nigga, she gonna get some shit anyway.
Yeah.
She might as well get it from me. Right? Niggas be selling their own auntie, huh?
I heard y'all say that.
But that do be that be niggas logic. If you cook coke, right? A lot of niggas don't cook coke. A lot of niggas never cook coke. They buy their A-balls already cooked, or you know what I mean, until you actually make some money. But how many niggas out there making money? Everybody wasn't making money. So if you actually cooking that shit, so to a degree you know what's in it. And your auntie smoke rocks.
Yeah, I knew a nigga that
You not serving?
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. Niggas serve their mama, niggas serve their daddy. When you a part of that whole little shuffle, you do what you need to do, and you make a reason to keep doing. When you ain't supposed to, when you doing shit that you ain't supposed to be doing, you find an excuse to keep doing it.
Because I guess it sounds like an excuse, but as an adolescent, you don't get any better.
Huh?
As an adolescent, you don't get any better.
No better.
Yeah,
No better. You know, can't give a nigga no pass that's like we learn this the shit that stick to us the most in school. We learn as adolescents.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Grade school, grammar school, English, math, you know what I mean? The basic shit, social studies. That's the shit that stick with us from the beginning. So we learn it as adolescents.
You do, but if you don't, some of the shit, if you don't do it, you'll never know the impact.
Nah,
Like if you don't make a mistake, you got to know it's a mistake.
but we just see somebody
because you got examples of people that have did the same shit. So
That's what you take it on. A lot of people don't look at that. They don't look at those as examples. A lot of people look at it as in, okay, that's your fault, not ours.
But couldn't it be also somebody like you'll see a nigga get shot and you'll say, yeah, that would never be me, you know? But then you end up getting shot. Somebody you know end up getting shot because we know the outcome, but we just think it's never gonna be us. The rules don't apply to us until they do.
I mean, I guess that's a fair assessment, but the rules don't apply until they do. That's why it's not a mistake until you make the mistake. Even if you look at somebody else, then you can move forward off of their mistake. It's still not your mistake until you make it.
but you see it.
But you see it, yeah.
So the old saying is the wise man learn from others' mistakes. If you in a privileged position where you can see something happen, that's why I never smoked crack. Or I never snorted no coke or no dope. Because I seen the effects that it had on everybody else. I sold it.
Yeah, but that was only one way that we looked at that shit. That was only one way we looked at things. Because even in the streets, we knew what was going on before we went out there. But it's still a choice that we made. We could have learned from the next person's mistake not to do that, but we still did.
But this is the thing. If from the hustler perspective,
There was no choice. What had to be done?
that's how it felt. It was a choice, but that's how it felt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So some people told themselves, you know what I mean, I gotta do this because that's what worked for me. And some people was like, no, fuck that. I'm one of the people that said I gotta do this because that's what I see working with everybody. Yeah. But
Some people did it because it was a cool thing to do or because it looked cool.
some people did it because it was the cool thing. Some people did it because it was the cool thing. So what is you pausing me? What part is you pausing? But some people did do it because it was the cool thing. Some people I actually made that decision because I don't think it's the rules don't apply is motherfuckers thinking they're smarter than the next, and they put themselves in the same position. That's true. That's true. But I think, like, I agree with that. That's always the feeling, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be the feeling because I seen you make the mistake. I'm smarter than that. I'm not going down that road.
Right. It's kind of like you don't feel it.
Is that?
You don't feel it, so it don't have no effect on you.
It don't bother you. It's not like I'm saying. It's not your mistake. That's their mistake. It's not our mistake. It's your mistake.
It's your mistake. So, right.
But what you said before was you said, but do we know better?
That's our lessons.
That's
Not
what you
as
said.
an adult. Not as an adult. As an adult, you should know complete. You should know the ins and outs. As an adolescent,
But you
do you know? As an adolescent, do you know that it's not right? That you're not supposed to be doing this?
I think you do. Because we saw adolescent niggas get caught up doing some of this shit that were our age.
Let's be real. I might piss them off a bit, but Mitch, Rico, and Ace was adolescents.
Yeah.
They were all kids. Man, think about it, bro. Boys in the Hood, the story of Boys in the Hood. All kids, bro. If go back to Medicine Society, Juice. They all kids, bro. All the and it's crazy because like it was a saying like people from Africa see all black people in America through these movies, but all of these movies is based on kids, bro.
You want to hear something funny?
Yeah,
It's funny how in Medicine Society, Jada snatched up the young nigga and tried to move him to Atlanta or whatever. In real life, Jada snatched up the young. I was just thinking about that shit when you said that shit. The August all seen this shit.
yeah. And they all knew they were doing wrong
Yeah.
because really wrong is wrong and right is right. That's what it all boiled down to. Because if you can know somebody, your father can go to prison and spend 15 years in prison, and you don't feel none of that. You might, but your brother might feel all of it. Y'all live in the same house. Y'all grew up with the same mom. Y'all got the same mom, the same daddy. Y'all grew up in the same house. Your daddy got jammed up. He went through all this shit. You don't feel none of the negative shit at all. You love your pop's life so much that you jump into it to be just like him. You think the motherfucker going to prison part is just a badge of honor. But your brother on the other end, like, you stupid ass nigga, you gonna be just like that type shit. Like, you gonna be just like that nigga. You take offense to it, like, nigga, they ain't gonna never be like that. How you not gonna be like him if you do the same shit?
In a way, it makes it seem like it was a bad job.
Huh?
In a way, it makes it seem like it was a bad job. The prison shit, go home, they go to joint, little nigga, come back big nigga. Talking about the time that they had in there. They want to reminisce about the time they had in the joint. Who wants to talk about that shit?
Yeah. It's like it's a badge of honor to the streets, man. It's a badge of honor to the motherfuckers who live that life.
How can you call modern day slave a badge of fucking honor?
I heard one of these niggas, these young niggas that was beefing, tell another nigga that, yeah, you shot at us, but you had registered guns. Like, you're not a gangster, you had registered guns.
That shit don't matter.
That's
what you saying.
Like, he dumped that shit off. Right. And that shit was crazy to me. Like, damn, that's how far the bad shit go. You know what I mean?
I don't even think that's even trying to have a bad. They're just an uneducated ass sucker.
And he just went back to the phone.
What's that? What's that?
The say I'm not gangster because my gun
He
registered.
said, this nigga's not even gangster. He was dumping his gun, but he had registered guns.
Registered gun, nigga. Yo, nigga, you an uneducated sucker.
Yo, he said that shit. They were cool as hell. And I read the comments, and the young niggas like, yeah, man, real shit, real nigga shit. I'm like, come on, man.
I'm on the fence with that.
Come on, bro.
I'm on the fence. I don't think having a registered gun is gangster, bro.
Bro, if you never,
That's what it's not gangster. But
So
what he's saying is, this dude ain't never did no crimes because his sheet is clean because he got registered guns. He ain't taking into consideration that this dude might have done some shit. He just never got caught.
So his guns registered. That's all. That's all.
That's what you got.
But
That's what I'm gonna say
so
because
I hear what y'all saying, but look at this. I don't know nobody who never got caught.
I don't need it, but it's something out there somewhere.
Bro, I don't know. Listen, in our neighborhood,
Everybody,
just give us the number.
everybody did that.
Give us the number of people. Give us the number of people in our neighborhood that hustle, that we know.
That we know.
Just the hustles, females, men, that just hustle.
Good shit. It's about, I'd say like 30.
Name somebody who never got caught.
Okay. Can you?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's the point that I'm making. So if you look at it, realistic, it sounds like the other dude is saying, nigga, because you never got caught and you got registered guns, that make you a sucker. I feel like that. I don't feel like you're a sucker because you never got caught or because you got registered guns. But I feel like you never was outside. It's no way that you're outside all the time and you never get caught.
But here's the thing that he didn't take into consideration in that statement. The nigga he's talking to is like 20 years old. You see what I'm saying? You still got time.
Still got time. Because 20 years old is young.
You know what I'm saying? You still got time.
20 is young. I give him that part.
Yeah.
But a registered gun at 20 years old means you're smart. That means that you know how to go through the channels and get shit done the right way. You ain't got no business in the streets, realistic.
That's a fact.
If you got registered guns at 20, you shouldn't be in the streets.
Still a fact.
It shouldn't even be a motherfucking thought, nigga. You know how to get shit done.
But in today's world, people motherfuckers wait till they're 18 and 20 to jump in the street.
They do.
Like it's a good thing, dude. You gotta make sure to get out of it.
Because, nigga, you got registered guns when you're 20. You're pretty smart.
Yeah. I'll take your ass.
But the
I
opposite.
so why can't you hear this? I'm tired of type. No. No, we in this shit. That thing be crazy. But no, that's but look when we come down the line of all of the different shit. The crackhead parents, the niggas that's actually selling crack, that's crackheads who don't know they crackheads. The females that's fucking the niggas that might have crack in their system. It's a whole new batch of babies that's down there being raised. And some of them, we don't even know if they got crack in their system or not, because now they get diagnosed with different shit.
The pills on top of
it. Now you add the pills on top of it. It ain't stopping. It ain't stopping. And ain't no fathers at home. Now imagine you a motherfucking crack baby with no daddy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. You don't know Adam from motherfucking Eve. You just out here bugging out. And you being raised by your mama. So you being raised with your mama emotions. So you really bugging out.
That's the hard part right there. You gotta why your mama, you know she's on your sleeve.
Yeah, that's why a lot of these niggas be hardcore killers. They be hardcore motherfucking killers. Yeah. You got a female mentality. Your system is all fucked up, so your brain is damn that not working. With a female mentality, and you still a boy.
Still a boy.
And you still a boy, so you still got that masculinity in you.
But you gotta deal with these feminized ways all the damn time.
Yeah. Fuck, don't even want to come around, motherfucker. I don't even want to come around some of these young niggas.
Do you think the music glamorized it to a point where it kind of created some people who want to try the shit?
Yes.
Man, music that is for him. I don't think it's the music, or I just think motherfuckers don't pour enough into their own kids to teach them right from wrong.
They don't, but the music don't help.
I mean, it can be a great influence if your kid don't know no damn better. It can be a great influence, but
Growing up in our era, everybody wanted to be like Tony Montana.
it was the movies, not the music.
Now it's the music. Ain't no movies really coming out like that.
True, but like to music, you hear it. The movies, you get to see the glorification.
Bro, you can't see the drill movement start in Chicago and see and watch it spread through the whole country like the motherfucking disease to then say it's lose.
Get some attention.
It's no way you can do that. We watched that shit spread like a disease. We watched the drill music along with the internet. We watched them spread. And we watched them use the music to do it. It's almost like the new crack.
You also watch Queen Latifah bigging up women to have integrity and shit like that, and then a completely different flip of the switch to now sell pussy. Like Queen Latifah had this powerful movement going, this little thing that was amongst black people that I was seeing as a kid. And then like within like a year, like 1994,
That's just
flip this.
saying that you can't beat Jordan type shit.
You
You
know what Queen
if
Latifah?
you can't beat them Jordan type shit, you can't keep trying to big somebody up, big somebody up, big somebody up, and instead of pushing what you trying to do to the side. Excuse me. If she gonna sell pussy, she gonna sell pussy anyway. So you might as well go ahead and do what you gonna do.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm not gonna keep telling you. He's talking about the Queen Latifah thing, just because she did kind of say, just if you're gonna do it, do it.
No, I'm saying like Queen.
Fuck on everything else that I'm trying to stand for with you people. Y'all gonna do it anyway.
No, I'm saying, but they just sent the tidal wave to wash everything she was trying to put together by like a new wave of chicks, right? That were glamorizing drugs. Lil Kim was talking about pills on the hardcore album. Talk about selling pussy on the hardcore album. Yes. When I heard that for the first time, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I had never heard that from a female rapper up until that point. And, you know what I'm saying?
I think rap got a lot to do with what's going on. I think rap was and like the new crack. Because even if you go back into the eras and you come back into this era, the old eras, rap was about being unique. You couldn't pinpoint what rap was, right? Through the music. You couldn't pinpoint it because you had Heavy D. You had Kid and Play.
Yep.
You had Tupac. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rap was really versatile. So you can't say rap is the problem.
You had gangster rap and Catholic two-store door player shit.
It's just because they just
It was
put it up
versatile.
on, they say they just put it up on the two category. You got the rap and hip hop.
But what?
When like with
Once you get
other music, you can hear an R&B song that'll sound like a country song, but it's not a country song.
but it always boils
So
down
put
to
up a different genre.
Yeah, but when you do hip hop, so hip hop is
That's the
genre.
kid. That's the kid who played.
No. Hip hop is the genre. Hip hop is the law. Hip hop
Yeah.
got the five
pillars.
the five pillars.
Yep.
Hip hop is the whole shit.
There's a
hip hop is
structural structure.
right. Hip hop is the structure, right? So everything else is genres of hip hop. Gangster rap, what drill,
What NWA called it back then, reality rap.
reality rap, which is drill music basically.
Yeah.
But the thing is, 90% of the music is drill music now, right now that you're listening to, or it want to be looked at like drill music. And these niggas is really killing it, and they really dying to go on top of it. So in an era where you can say rap ain't the problem, we can't really say that right now. Because if you got your 13-year-old boy, if you got a 13-year-old son right now, you got a 24-year-old son. Let's say you had a 13-year-old son. You don't want your 13-year-old son listening to none of the rap right now. So you don't want your 13-year-old son listening to this shit.
Can we all,
Especially if you're a black father.
can we all agree then that black people as a whole easily influenced as well as overly influential?
Huh?
We easily influence and also overly influential. Black people create all the trends, but we also are easily influenced by a lot of shit, whether we accept it or not. Like, look, for example, the exploitation era of the black exploitation movement. It created things like Jive Turkey, which, if you look, were written by white Jewish dudes. And in today's society, you still see black dudes walking around doing some shit a Jewish nigga wrote. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, damn. He wrote it about who? He wrote it about who?
He wrote it to present.
To stereotype something, right?
Yeah.
That he's seen already.
Yeah, that he thought he
What
saw.
did? No, he did.
Because that
He
interpretation.
probably thought he seen it, but he probably did see it. But it wasn't with everyone. It was probably that that person that was around him acted that way. And he took that and stereotyped everyone.
JJ, JJ, George Jefferson, every show had one guy that does this. They created a character just like that. And over time, they started doing it with white people because they formatted a formula.
Right? Again, that's you come up on something you ain't never had. You come up on something, you're gonna have some sort of flair about yourself.
Of course, you should.
Forget what anybody else say. Forget what anybody else think. That flair is yours because it's yours. Because you own up to it. You gonna accomplish something. Somebody gonna see that. They're gonna stereotype it. They're gonna write a little paragraph about it. It's gonna go in some book somewhere, and it's gonna become historically
But
stereotype. And everybody gonna say it. Everybody gonna do it.
So if you look at pimp culture, right? We can all on this panel probably name about 10 pimp movies. I can't say the same about any other race, but then again, I've never looked at Chinese videography the way I've looked. I got every blaxploitation movie on my hard drive because I came up watching that shit, right? When I watch them now, I'm like, damn. I didn't see the same thing in the white shows of that era.
They don't do that today.
I think
They still don't do that today, bro. It's like they'll tell you everything black people got going on in this world. Only thing you won't ever hear about is a school shooting.
my interpretation of what you're saying. What you say? How you put it?
We overly influential and easily influenced.
I think we overly influential,
Mm-hmm.
and I think we sell out. What we create, like our brand of people, of just our character, the way we dance, the way we walk. Just go back to the JJ and Richard Jefferson, that little bop. That was a black people bop back then.
Yes.
And then when you start to see the white people do it, it's kind of like, okay, that's cool. But on the flip side, when white people come up with shit, even in country music, when black people start to do it, hey, they taking our shit. They doing this, they doing that. So let's go copyright this. So they can't have it. You know what I mean? That's if you come up with a certain name, we not copyrighting our shit. So like to the
copyright.
I
said we got copyright.
We don't own anything. And for the people who do own it, them motherfuckers come with a big enough check, they just sell it. Yeah. They just sell it out. Hip hop, I think hip hop is sold already. I think realistically, right? And this ain't no shade to the drill rappers or the drill culture, but it should have been a wall right there. It should have been a wall right there that say, yo, this shit about to go too far. Because in every other culture, in every other genre, it's a wall up, bro, that says this shit is going too far. Y'all gonna fuck it up for everybody. Even in the NBA, with the LeBron James, he taking control and he telling everybody what to do and everybody following his order. And then you got somebody like Melo right there with him. We can't stop LeBron. He going too far. But we put his wall up in front of Melo. Nigga. Nope. Yeah. You not him, nigga. You not him, so we gonna accept him. But we ain't accepted it from nobody else. But then it's a wall up when it comes down to everybody else's product, everybody else's brand, and everybody else's integrity. There's no wall up when it comes down to ours.
Yeah, but it feels like when you look at, for example, because you black people, and I mean black people all over the world, have no control over media. Don't control your own media, your own news. BT is being owned by a black person. That's what I'm saying. So get somebody, a billionaire, that now runs Universal and decides what the sound is going to be. And I know everybody gonna get mad at me when I say the Drake and Kendrick thing, but you look at Drake and Kendrick and you're like, how is that record that big? Because the record was good, but they not like us. He was clearly it was clearly a song. If you listen, he added some diss to Drake, but he wasn't talking about Drake. You know who he was talking
That's why
about.
it's so big.
That's why it's so big.
That's why it's so big, because he shot a couple shots.
But do they know
He
it?
shot a couple shots at Drake.
Do they know it?
It don't matter if they know it or not.
It don't even matter because it
They
ain't
not,
just
they not the ones that put him on the main screen for the whole world to hear it neither.
They are. But that's what I'm saying. They said that. That's what I was saying. They decided that
did
this.
that.
Yeah. Huh?
I think radio did
How
that.
did the radio do?
That's what I'm saying. They decided
Who
that.
running the radio?
Okay,
They do it.
let's get this let's get this light skinned dude back in check. We're gonna send something, and we're gonna force everybody to believe that it's the greatest thing they ever heard.
Because quiet as kept, Drake is behind the scenes working his own shit. He on some Michael Jackson type shit. He don't want just to sell records with this motherfucking company. You know what I mean?
You saw he just dropped the record, right? He dropped three albums in one day to get out of his record deal.
I don't know if that works, bro.
Huh?
I'm online for it.
Like that.
He
I'm
just
online,
on
live.
Friday. He dropped Iceman, Man of Honor, and
I'm
another.
gonna hit you as soon as we get done. We're gonna be done in like 30 minutes.
Bro, but you do know they can turn all three of them down.
They obviously didn't.
No, it don't work like that.
What you mean?
You say Drake just dropped 3 records to get out of he just dropped 3 albums to get out of his contract
In one day.
in one day. Bro, that counts. They might not count like that. They can count that as one damn album. Since you dropped them all today.
Oh, they can do that.
You got 3 albums.
So because it's a system. It's a system. An album is a certain amount of songs, certain number of songs.
Yeah, so
An LP is certain.
right, that too. And if they don't want, they can also just tell them like you dropped 3 albums, that's on you. We only taking one of you still owe us 2 more.
Yeah, but that's dangerous to do.
It is dangerous.
Because there's Drake. They're not gonna do that. If Drake give you 3 albums, taking those 3 albums. If he give you one album and that one album got one quality song on it, it's a Drake song. Because who cares about the whole album right now either?
Right, but realistically, I ain't really heard much from Drake.
Right. So now he come out and he got 3 albums coming back to back, right?
And he a big deal.
He a big deal. So if this first shit hit and he promising you something similar on the next shit, and they already heard these songs, they already got it. And if this shit hit and these other 2 albums is relative to that shit, they gonna take it. They gonna take it. They not gonna let him just make that money. They not gonna if they don't take it, he still makes the money.
They still get paid off for it.
No, they don't get paid off of it. If you listen, if you don't accept the album, you don't eat off of it. Now you can block him from putting the album out, but why would you do that?
This is how dangerous this dude is. It is top 10 all rappers. If you look at this list,
I don't believe that.
What's the
I've looked this up.
Like 82. They got like the best rapper ever damn now.
But
Drake.
that's how many
They got mad.
all-time top 10 ever. See, what you're not taking into consideration is how many other people he's writing for. Those count too, bro.
Bro, I don't we ain't gonna do this one because I don't think Drake write his own.
I could show you a song.
I don't think Drake write his own music.
I think he writes it all.
No, I don't think he do, bro. His flow changes up too much.
I could tell you.
His flow changes up too much, like he trying to rap to the person that broke.
I could tell you this. Here we have ghostwriting tracks. If you listen to Drake from the very beginning, right? And I don't want to keep going on about Drake, but he writes emotional. He can't write that 10 bands, 100 band, that weird stuff. He's not good at it. He's an emotional nigga. He's good at writing emotion. And you take him out of that belt, he's got to go get a ghostwriter.
I think Jake better than that.
Oh.
I do.
Man, you gotta give him
Whoa.
this credit.
Come on, bro.
You gotta give him this credit. I think they damn near the same.
I'm going to again.
I think they damn near the same.
And then I'm gonna say Ye might be a little bit better because his production skill.
Because he's a producer.
His production.
So he put down, so he did. I give him that. I give him that. I think the only thing that stops Jay from being considered better on that list that he got over there I think the only thing that'll stop Ye from being higher than Drake is his personality and what he did to his name over the years.
Yeah, and the shit, the way people blatantly say shit out is
Yeah. So we ain't gonna accept certain music no more because we feel a certain way. Like
yeah.
if it's certain people on YouTube that I won't even look at because of my opinion of it. You know what I mean? I won't even click on that shit.
Yeah, that's like my opinion with Drake.
But that's
Like, nigga gets battle rap. You literally trying to sue the man for throwing a shot at you in battle.
That's crazy.
so what I'm saying is, what people don't take into consideration why that number is so ridiculously high is because they don't get to see all the Rihanna songs he wrote, or all the Rita Ora songs he wrote. That's how that number
But
gets that high.
I think that number valid. I don't agree with it personally.
No, I mean me neither.
But I think it's valid as far as the way the listeners listen to him out there. Because that number don't come from nowhere. If Drake is over up until the They Not Like Us song, Drake had hip hop. Stronghold. Stronghold.
Everybody's right.
If
Stronghold.
Very nice.
For what, like 10 years?
Yeah,
since
At least
08, since 08.
very always.
So that's longer than 10.
If Drake fails right now, I'm gonna say it on the record right now, rap is dead.
Drake comes out of hip hop.
He can't. Who
Drake's
said?
not rap. He's not.
Okay,
You can't
so-
say that.
Okay,
You said if Drake don't succeed right now, rap is dead.
who controls
Can't
the
say that.
culture right now? It's not Kendrick.
You can't say that though. It's
You
multiple
think
people
Kendrick
out here
holds
that can pick it
the
up.
culture right now?
I don't think Drake carrying it.
This
I
nigga,
don't
Drake,
think Kendrick
this
is.
nigga can
I
take.
don't think he's
This
one
nigga
of his
Drake
carrying it.
This nigga Drake can hop on any regular dude's song
Personally.
and
But
make
people
them
said
give
people
away.
said the same thing about Lil Wayne. Dude do not
He
say the
can't
same.
do it now.
Wayne, yeah,
He
Wayne.
can't do that now.
That's a wash for Wayne, but that's how hip hop is though.
Yeah,
Hip hop like the NBA though. It's like a sport, bro. The next best thing coming, but I don't think it's gonna be a while before we get a rapper that come and do what Drake did, bro.
And that's what I'm
It's
saying.
gonna be a while, bro. That's like a Jordan. That's like a LeBron James. It ain't gonna be easy to get one of those.
Whether you like or hate this dude, and I'm not the biggest Drake fan,
I'm not a fan of him at all.
but if he removes himself right now, the culture is in trouble.
No, he already removed.
he's already removed.
He already removed. Right now, he's trying to get back in.
So what's popping now?
removed-
Since Drake, since,
Yeah.
no, I mean, take sport, just music,
No,
bro.
no. NBA young boy.
Nah.
What the show just went crazy? I'm not even an NBA young boy fan. That man show's been going. That man been going crazy, bro.
His shows.
But I don't like neither one of them.
I don't even like his music.
Me neither.
I couldn't tell you a young boy
But
song.
I think young boy whiny as hell. I think Drake music is what Drake music. I listen to more Drake songs than I do NBA young boy.
Yeah.
Realistic, right? So I'm automatically putting Drake ahead of NBA young. But Drake haven't been in it. But an NBA young boy been going crazy. So it kind of takes away from what you're saying.
You think
because
he can carry the culture, though? I'm not
If
saying he
they
doesn't
don't-
have a boot. Do you think that
No,
movement is strong enough to
No,
carry the
Drake
team?
not but you saying that to defend Drake, but Drake is not carrying the culture.
Listen.
As of right now, Drake is
Listen,
not even.
This dude hopped up a song called Club Going Up on Tuesday with a
Listen,
weirdo.
the people
Turned into a.
Listen, the people that's carrying the culture, if we're being realistic, whether we like it or not, Gunna, Lil Baby,
And they're done. Without that Drake feature, they're done.
Get the
not right now, not right now. Basically, what I'm saying is the culture is being held up by the
multiple people.
but by like the big names, the big small names, the names that have never make it to Drake level, the names that have never make it to NBA YoungBoy level, but they not so low that we don't hear them. Big X the Plug, I like Big X the Plug. That's my name, fool.
I like Big X the Plug.
Big X the Plug, fool.
Come on, too.
Right, but I'm saying
But
they
he
the
ain't,
ones
big, he
that's
ain't big enough, but he don't.
Murray, what's the Rod Wave?
It's a rap for Murray, man. He's taking too long.
He said,
Did
did he?
Yeah.
What?
He just dropped a song not too long ago.
Well, he got to come with it. Because he right. That nigga taking too long. You got to put out that product.
He been putting shit out though.
What's the other one? Rod Wave. I think they holding it up just enough for the next big guy to come.
It's taking too long.
You think it's taking
It's taking too long for the next big guy to come.
for the next big guy to come?
But you remember when Nelly and them had their wave, all of a sudden T.I. cheese. Then then Lil Wayne started elevating, and then he came with his Young Money thing.
Yeah.
There ain't been no movement since Young Money. It's like
The next person that talk like right now, the next person, if somebody just pop up out of nowhere right now, he's not gonna get traction until people start hearing.
I'm not saying I disagree with you.
You
I'm
got
just saying
this too. If you're not going in your algorithm, picking on the songs that probably you never heard before, they pop up on your algorithm. If you don't give that song a listen, you don't know what it's about.
I don't know. That's
But-
I agree.
all I'm saying
But
is
you don't know because you don't know.
this Young Money, Lil Wayne reign has been so long that anything coming after it is taking too long. And in the end, I think it's bad for rappers. Like nobody knows where rap is going now. Do you want to go to Gangsters in Mars, or do you want to,
I kind of agree, but
it's
never
not
know because Drake came from somewhere. Drake came from somewhere. He wasn't. We didn't know Drake was gonna do that.
But here's this.
We didn't know NBA YoungBoy was gonna do what he been doing. He been having a nice run too.
You should be worried if the next rapper that they blow up, and I will say because they gotta stamp it, got a limp wrist, and he the dude.
That's real shit though.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like this though. I feel like we got to go back to like the basic shit, the basic hip hop where it was real like men making real man decisions. Even the Murray, that's a new song, Flex.
The billboard can't decide what trend of the culture is. That's what's going on right now. The billboard gets to say club on a Tuesday and they not like us is the trend.
They decide. It's just like I just feel like they decide, and I feel like with a lot of these other rappers I be seeing, I don't even be knowing these niggas' names. There's so many motherfuckers that you see that like you see Joe Budden talking to a nigga on his podcast, and some nigga like, who the fuck is that? Hey, like I never even heard of that nigga. You know what I mean? Like
y'all probably heard him before I ever heard him. But remember when Crucial Conflict and Twister's Kamikaze came out, they stopped. It was like, what the fuck did I just hear? You see what I'm saying? It was some different shit. Now, if you look at the numbers didn't reflect that because it was a small demographic of people enjoying it. But we can all sit and say those was classics. But right now, the corporation decides what the culture is going to receive.
like, we ain't never heard of it. Nigga, I'm from Chicago.
No, I said you. No, that ain't what I said. I said you guys probably heard it before me. That's what I said.
Oh yeah.
But the corporation now decides what to break down from the mountain to the culture, and it's not the other way around anymore.
They always been the ones that push the music. They that's why you gotta be able to keep your creative rights.
So do you think NWA was organic, or was it pushed?
It was organic.
That was organic.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like right now,
From the start, they things was reality rap.
Nobody organic right now. It's the whole process. Even Drake, right? We got Drake because of the channels he went through. Let's be realistic. If he don't get with motherfucking Jay Prince and Lil Wayne, and they putting him through with Baby them and he getting that exposure, we don't never fuck with him.
Yep.
Because as long as he stay underground, you got to deal with the underground ear. The underground ear don't want to hear that shit because you a goofy ass nigga from the motherfucking TV show with the broke lady. You know what I mean? You ain't nah, nigga, you're not one of us. You don't get this.
But the nigga could
The
spit
underground
back
don't
then.
get that from, huh?
Nigga could spit, bro. When he first came out,
No, he could definitely spit, but the underground ain't giving you the crown.
no,
like
you're
that.
not getting stamped like that.
No, you're not getting stamped. Nobody's getting stamped like that, though. Wayne not getting stamped like that. Motherfucking Jay-Z was one of the last of the motherfucking the homegrown niggas that actually came in and took his spot, bro. But them niggas was actually outside, not Jay-Z, but Jay-Z, Too Short, E40. Them niggas was outside in their cars, bro.
The niggas from
in
the
their
trunk,
cars, yeah.
past the P and L.
Yeah, going state to state, niggas selling shit out their trunk, making niggas know them. It ain't no rappers coming out like them niggas no more because nobody feel like they gotta do that.
All right,
So then-
throw this song on YouTube, you hear it.
So let's I'm gonna play devil's advocate then. So let's spin it back to the crack era. Do you think that because we all know there's no way there was niggas sitting in the middle of the hood nowhere talking about this mixture does this and gets you crack. Can we agree that possibly because they were able to create that and bring that on black people, were also able to now use that influence, now that they know there's a certain amount of crack babies out here, to now force feed us what the trend will be.
Yes. Yes, I absolutely think that, because if you think about it, if you think about it, all these little short young boys out here right now,
Young boy, weird as hell.
NBA, the NBA, the NFL, baseball, a lot of these young people in these big sports that's getting a lot of money, that's getting a whole lot of money. Once they get that money, they become straight like there is no integrity.
They be wearing dresses to the game.
There's no integrity.
They be wearing dresses to the game.
Yeah, there ain't no integrity.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, rest in peace to the guy Brandon Clark. They just say he just passed off a overdose.
Did he? That's crazy.
NBA,
And that's crazy. But they got too much money. They don't got nothing else. They being coddled, bro. And then once they get that money, motherfuckers get that money. I don't want to hear what nobody got to say. That got a lot to do. Like, a lot of people look at them people bringing crack in, and they looking past it because they see like the actual crack epidemic slowing down. But it's not slowing down. It's embedded in the system right now. It's embedded in the system right now.
Program already programmed.
It's programmed.
The program.
That's the real shit. It's programmed.
this thing here, they ain't crack anymore. They not smoking crack. They just straight up to raw cocaine.
Right, bro. And then on the outside of it, they call it evolution, because everybody that's winning, they don't want to lose their winnings.
They don't want to lose.
They don't want to lose their winnings, and they don't want to say that, yo, what I'm doing to win is not the right thing. No, this is what you're supposed to do. So niggas is getting money and they making the culture worse. It's not evolution, bro. It's being broke down during the evolution. We in an evolutionary era, but it's being broke down right as we evolve. Right as we evolve, the shit is getting ripped to pieces, bro.
Hey, these niggas don't do one drug. These niggas do all drugs. That shit is weird to me, man. Like,
all drugs.
I mean, has it always been that way?
No. Well, I know crackheads who do not smoke weed, bro. I know heroin addicts who do not smoke weed, bro. They don't give a fuck about no weed.
They might go this crack.
Yeah, a heroin addict might use crack, but they not smoking weed. They ain't trying to pop no pills. They ain't smoke. They ain't drinking no syrup. They ain't even drinking that much. They high off that shit, because that shit take up all the space. Ain't no room for nothing else.
One bad habit. That's what he told me.
Like heroin addict ain't finna go smoke no weed no way, because he already on it down.
Yeah, they don't need nothing else.
Why do I even go down some more?
But listen,
But he gonna go smoke some crack.
Once you-
Gonna bring him up a little bit.
all the other drugs equals up to crack, right? All the other shit equals up to you feeling like you might be off crack. But you know what I mean? You can come down off all that shit. All the other downer drugs, they feel like you off heroin. I seen boys out there off the motherfucking pills, boy. They be out there nodding, body twisted up, just like the motherfucking dope fiend off some dope, nigga. Motherfucking head be over here, back leg be over here, motherfucking arms and head on the gold side.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you, boy?
But you even see the shit with young boy. Well, I don't like to put it on him, but they crowned him like the leader, the young nigga, and his probation requires this nigga to take all these fucking pills.
But that's the problem, though.
And the nigga's weird.
That's the problem, though.
People don't know.
He weird, bro.
But that's the problem, though. How is he crowning him? He's still a kid. Bro, is he like 22?
They crowned him because he's so influential. The nigga low-key look like Michael Jackson. He low-key look like one of them Jacksons.
He came like 17, 18, what? 16, 17.
Something like that. I think
24.
I think, and that's the thing though. I totally think the same thing with Gucci. Nigga, they keep drugged up. Nigga, they convinced him to do what they want him to do.
Gucci out of it. Gucci ain't even in this shit no more. That's why Shiesty done did this shit in the first place.
Yeah.
Because he know. He a grimy little underhanded nigga, and he know this nigga ain't on shit no more. We can do it.
We got him.
We can do it to him. He ain't on shit no more. He chilling.
Yeah, we expect us on to come out.
So then, but then what? I always like to say, okay, then if I hear this and I accept this and believe that there's some truth to what we said, then what do we do?
Ain't really shit you can do. All you can do is, this the real shit. You can deal with the people around you, and you can speak to the people that you can speak to. If you can't speak to a motherfucker, you can't speak to him. Ain't no sense in wasting all your motherfucking energy on it because they'll kill you.
Yeah.
That's how much they fear you. That's how much people scared of the truth right now. They'll kill you to stop you from talking. Even though in real life they've been doing that, right? The white folks was doing that. You know what I mean? Europeans and shit. When you start talking too much, but now the way the system's set up, the kids will kill you for them.
Yeah.
The kids will kill you for them because it's in their mind that you cop blocking them. You stopping their flow. You stopping their shine.
They got going on.
Yeah, like no, nigga, you dumb as fuck, nigga. You dumb as fuck, and all you finna do is make it harder for the next young nigga. Cause you so selfish, you so dumb, and you so stupid, and you so bitchy. Nobody don't got time to be dealing with no bitchy ass niggas all the time.
I'm just trying to say they need to be that you selfish or dumb, but you just a bitch.
They bitchy, but they is selfish and dumb.
But they don't buy.
When we call a female a bitch, when we separate a woman from a bitch, what we talking about? A selfish dumb motherfucker. A selfish dumb motherfucker. We ain't talking about because it's real solid women out here, bro. A lot of it. But then you got these bitches out here that nigga just can't stand for. And then you got these little boys that act just like these bitches. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Be they son.
it's like
Be they son.
it feel like it's just designed. It's like a box, a visible box where you either gonna be a complete crash out. This is the options I see the young dudes having now. They got the option of emulating a complete crash out or a little nigga that might be zesty. You know what I mean? He's riding on the fence. You look at him and you say, man, back on that day, that was a gay dude. You know what I mean? Or you got the dude that's just unnecessary, what we call a 4K gangster. He high definition, he over the top.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And those are the two choices. And like you said, when we was growing up, you had Too Short, the player, E40, the hustler,
Sebo, the gangster.
Sebo, the gangster.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? You got Bone Thugs and Harmony were singing niggas.
They were singing harmonies. Like it's hot. And motherfucking deaf shit.
And we loved that shit.
A-Ball and MJG, Stone Cold Pimps.
But now they get you two options. They say, hey, nigga, you gonna be hard as hell or you gonna be soft as hell.
You gonna be soft as hell. And the niggas that's hard as hell, they not even really hard as hell. They just bitchy.
Yeah.
They not actually hard, bro. But that's that. So this is the way I'm looking at it, right? What would I call the residue of the crack habit? The internet. That's what it is. The internet. The internet. Because now, right?
Right here, that's it.
Those same niggas who used to come to the ghetto, those same white folks who used to come to the ghetto to scout people, to talk to people, to try to get motherfuckers over here so they can try to use us as guinea pigs for this and for that. They try to trick us out of this, trick us out of that. Yo, we need to do this. Or remember they used to come around and get everybody names and shit so they can see all the people that live in the hood. They don't even got to do that no more.
Oh, census.
They don't even got to do the census no more. Boy, they just turn on Facebook. That's it. Rucker Burger. What's the name? Zuckerberg. Now what's the nigga name?
Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg, bro. All they gotta do is call him, bro.
Oh yeah, he can eat a wave, man.
All they gotta do is call him. He gonna tell them where we all live, bro. He gonna give them our addresses.
Yep.
That's how real this shit is right now, bro. All they gotta do is call him. He gonna give us our address. The nigga who just bought Twitter. That was with Donald Trump, Elon Musk.
Yeah.
They just called him. What do these niggas be watching? What do they like the most? Start a challenge. How many motherfuckers do that challenge? Start a conversation. How many motherfuckers bite on that conversation? This relationship conversation that we be having a lot on social media, period. Right?
They got niggas love it, bro.
We got a big ass conversation about relationship shit. Them motherfuckers sit back watching it, bro, and they using us as guinea pigs to know how to treat us based off of these motherfucking conversations that we have. We telling them our secrets.
Real shit.
We telling them our secrets all day, every day. And then you can't even convince the nigga like, bro, shut the fuck up. Some shit don't need to be said.
Real shit.
You know what I mean? You can't even convince the motherfuckers they making money off of it. We straight guinea pigs around this bitch and accepting and cool with it.
Will they use a bot? Will they use a bot to start up a rage bait just to have motherfuckers spilling secrets?
Because most of the worst shit that you hear about black people, it's black people saying it. It ain't white people.
And
It's black people saying it, bro.
you know it's a program, man, because ever since Like during when Biden came in, I started seeing like 4 or 5 different Candace Owens and shit, right? And before that, it was only her. And I saw what they call Officer Tatum, the Hodges twins, all these dudes, and I was like, man, this shit is a program, man. And
We watching Jasmine Crockett sometimes. Watch
I
them.
just
Watch them. Let that raise.
I just used to a black troop.
I don't hate her.
Listen,
I
all that
used
is
to a black troop supporter called her ghetto.
she is.
She is, but she the right type of ghetto.
No, she not, bro.
She
listen.
I think she is.
Listen, bro.
The shit she talk about, I think she
Listen,
point with.
we work too hard to make ghetto shit seem like it should be important.
I mean, this shouldn't be a
It should be a line in the sand that says, Joe, once you cross these boundaries, you become our voice. You become our voice. This be our voice. Don't go up there and slapping your neck and doing all this extra talking and doing. She yelling at people and sideways, cursing people out. We don't need that. She's saying real shit, bro. She's saying solid shit. She on point.
That's why I like it.
But that shit's a turn off to a man, bro. If you up there in the arena with men and you trying to motherfucking impress women. You trying to impress women, they only gonna let you go as far as they let you. It ain't that many women in the fucking world, bro. It ain't that many women in the world. And all these niggas that be on motherfucking TV, kissing her ass and licking up boot lickers. All these motherfuckers on TV, nigga, they not gonna vote for her, bro. When it's time for her to excel and go up higher and higher, they not gonna vote for her because they don't want her in the motherfucking spot.
They want to smash.
They want to smash. They want a picture.
I think she's gonna lose her seat anyway because
They don't want her to have that seat, bro.
no, but with
But the thing is,
the new thing they doing with the map now.
You don't want a female like that at home.
it's the realest shit
You
you
don't
can
want
see,
that shit at home, bro. Imagine that.
which is a sad reality.
You just say that.
Straight up.
What's wrong with you?
This is how we also have to be real careful and cautious with how we deal with each other, black people as a whole. But I'm starting to hear white people echoing the words of black people that niggas was calling sellouts, right? And I'm starting to hear white people calling black people not them. Like they taking your shit and it's like they control the media, man. I don't like.
Unless you start hearing, because I'm gonna get the figures of what you're saying. Right?
No, I'm saying like
You said you
so
start here.
the black.
Come on, give me a second. I'm trying to catch up with you. You said you started to hear. Say I call. Say for instance I call him on the time because he's selling out ass while we're doing what. So what you're saying is you start to hear other people call the reverse Uncle Tom, pretty much.
I'm starting to hear those white people calling black people that we once called Uncle Tom.
Because we're not following into what they got going on.
No, because we made it cool calling that person Uncle Tom. Now they like, well, if they don't accept
So if they
person,
they don't know what you mean by that. They don't know.
They don't.
They don't know what you're saying by that. So when they saying it, they're not using it the right way.
no, they
Because
absolutely
how
use
you-
it the right way.
How they using it the right way? If you doing what you're doing for your community and for your people, you not selling out to them and what they got going on. How are you doing?
That ain't what he's saying. That ain't what he's saying.
That's why I say I'm confused.
No, what he's saying is the Uncle Tom shit that niggas do, that niggas used to call out.
Yeah.
Niggas don't say nothing no more. So the white people come out and say, they know what the fuck they say. They know what they saying. They know what they it's like we was having a snitch conversation, right? Don't nobody like a snitch. It's true, right? But now the white people are watching us do the shit and they speaking on. Niggas ain't even, black people ain't even speaking on.
We just ain't calling it out.
Because white people is accepting anything as long as if the majority don't get mad, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
The thing is, they knew it the whole time, and after you did it, now they're like, well, since they think he's an Uncle Tom, I'm gonna call him an Uncle Tom, which I really want to call him a nigger.
Right.
So I'm gonna call him Uncle Tom, and I'm not gonna get any pushback from any black people because that's what they already think about. But they know what they want to call him.
That's the term, old time ass nigga.
It is, but
That's the term.
we
So,
made it cool for them to call stuff like that.
but for the person not to say nothing about to not call about on it, you know, I mean,
No, because it's like that's like all three of us having a job, like work for some life insurance. All three of us. And then he do some shit. He ain't really do nothing. You know what I mean? But I go to the white man and tell him to put him in a situation. The white man look at me like Uncle Tom. What the fuck is you telling me for? Because realistically, when it comes down to it, nobody likes to snitch. You know what I mean? So if you cut down your own people to make this extra couple dollars, what is you gonna do to me?
right.
Once I give you the money. You know what I mean? So everybody
Well, put you in position.
right. So even if you look at hip hop, right? All of these dudes, right, that's rich, that's getting money. All of these NBA players that's rich, that's getting money. What's the bottom line? You do what the fuck you say with it. You can get it, but you do what the fuck we say with it.
And you got limited help.
How many NBA players do you hear about doing what Boosie doing down there? Boosie got the fucking plan, bro. Buy your own land. Build your own homes on your own land for your own family. That's the plan. How many NBA players with $300+ million do we hear about doing that? Because once they start doing that shit, it's real shit. They're getting them out that fucking league.
You saw how quick they shut
They
down
push
Kyrie.
Yeah, they pushing them out that motherfucker.
Just be saying he liked the book for liking the book. You saw how quick they pushed him.
They get rid of you, bro. So a lot of these NBA players, like it or not, niggas be sellouts, bro. Because they taking the money, but the money don't amount to shit. It don't make shit. What are they spending it on? They not building that. And I'm not somebody who feel like, yo, you get the money, then you owe it to people to do something. But at least do it for your last name, bro. At least do it for your name.
They're not doing it for your last name. That's the thing that confuses me about the sellout conversation.
Yeah.
Is most of the time it's not really backed by nothing.
To me, if I call you a sellout, I'm saying you just made $100 million and you spent $90 million on European things. That's a sellout to me, bro. But you ain't do shit for your family. To me, that's a sellout. You bought,
Yeah.
huh?
And that's an intellectual definition. But the average motherfucker saying sellout is just like, oh, because this nigga wear tight sweaters now. He ain't living where we live.
Yeah.
And that's the issue I have with the sellout thing.
Yeah.
Because I called niggas sellout that was doing better. And they went and they got a whole different race of somebody they want to lay with.
Yeah.
For me, I've done it. Wasn't my thing. But I've done that.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I can see all of the intricacies in it that make a person knock it, but I just don't knock it. You know what I mean? Like I don't
You a sellout to choose to do what you want to do.
yeah, you know what I mean? I'm not necessarily like into white women or Mexican women. I like black women. You know what I think black women is the most sexiest of all, right? But I'm not like the door's not locked on me being in a relationship with a female from another race and building with a female from another. That door not locked for me, bro.
I don't think it's a bad thing, but what I noticed with men, this all races of men, is whenever they attach to a different race or culture, they tend to lean more to that culture in their relationship because it's natural for men to be the ones that are willing to adapt to an extent. Because
so when most black people, when most black people get into relationships with different cultures, they start learning different shit. If you come from where we come from, it's all bad, right? Remember that movie Jump the Broom? And dude like had his lady was black, her family was black, they was rich, they lived their life a certain way, but his family would never. So when he finally bring his family into the shit, it's like the ghetto come out immediately, and he embarrassed. He's shocked because the biggest embarrassment is the fact that they saying, nigga, this is the way we are. We ain't gonna never change. We ain't gonna never do nothing different. We ain't gonna never look at life in a different way. We ain't gonna never like reprogram and actually try to be upstanding people. We always gonna be like your mom. She working in the motherfucking post office and she fucked up and she bitchy and she got an attitude, but she bitchy and she attitude and she stuck fucked up in the post office because of her life circumstances. But now you go somewhere and you see what could happen if you had different life circumstances and you could do better and you just completely don't want it. You're completely against the shit.
No, I'm not saying it's entirely bad. What I'm saying is, it's kind of like having an army. I feel like when you build a family, you build an army, right?
Mhm.
And adding two different cultures, or I would go with two different race of people. I feel like that kind of divides your army because it's kind of hard.
It do divide your army, and it's easier for it. In most cases, it should be a woman that's adjusting
In
more
the
to
past, it was.
you know what I mean.
In the past,
And nowadays, as men coming from the ghetto, folks, we just be happy. Sometimes it just be like a level of freedom, bro. We still judge each other from when we was 12 years old, and then you go around the whole family of people and they judge you from when you 30 years old. They don't even because they don't know your past. They don't know your history. They don't know when you was 20 years old. You was still listening to me. They don't know that story. And they none of their motherfucking business. You know what I mean? So now, as a grown man, you carry yourself a certain way. They carry you the way that you know what I mean? Let yourself out. So you're a lot more comfortable, bro. You're a lot more happy. It's easier to be Richie when Richie could be Richie without worrying about a motherfucker bringing up all the Richie mistakes and judging Richie for all the Richie mistakes. They don't know Richie. Yeah, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's the